Welcome to the Doggie Dojo Show. My name's Trevor Smith, and I have a special guest for you guys. A real special guest, actually a few special guests, and that is Sara Carson from the Super Collies. Hey, Sara.
Hello.
Hello. Who do we got here behind you? I know who they are, but some
This
people
is
here.
Loki and Mr. Hero.
Yay. There we go. And they're some of your superstars that you do lots of trick training with, and you travel all over the nation and soon the world, because I'm here
Yes.
to New Zealand next
Yeah.
week or this week.
I leave on Monday and I go to Australia for 9 hours and New Zealand for 2 weeks.
Awesome. Sounds good. And so that will be a fun adventure. How many workshops are you doing there?
We're doing 2 workshops, 2 different sides of the island, and we've got about 120 students.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Sara, if you can you go ahead and introduce yourself and your background? Because I know some of the people on this group, feel free everyone, give her some love, likes, and thumbs up for her down there if you know who Sara is. But if you don't, Sara, could you go and let them know who you are, how'd you start trick training, and all that stuff?
Yeah, definitely. I started training dogs when I was 9 years old. I got a Cocker Spaniel puppy, and I started doing agility and tricks and whatnot. And basically, I watched a lot of YouTube videos, found some Zach George videos, and thought it was super cool. So I started training tricks and got pretty good at it, and ended up getting a Border Collie down the road. And that Border Collie is Hero over here, and he's the youngest champion trick dog in the world. So we got that title, and he was about 4 months with 60 tricks under his belt. And after we did that, we ended up being on David Letterman, which was pretty fun. And hi, Bree. and so we were on David Letterman, which was super fun. And oh my gosh, Loki, come here. You need to lay down. You need to lay down. Loki found some Christmas decorations. Lay down.
And then that's so funny. And
So
by the way,
after Letterman,
go ahead.
I got the job offer to work in the United States. So I've been touring the United States ever since, performing with Stunt Dog Productions.
Yeah. So, and then as you guys are on here, I can see that we have some people chiming in, like Bree's here. You guys can feel free to comment, and we'll pop up your comment on screen as we go along. So thanks, Avery, for joining us, and thank you, Taz, for joining us as well. Feel free to let us know, guys, where you're from, too, because we have people from all over the world on here today. Like Taz is from New Zealand, and then we have a couple people from the United States and everything like that. So if you have any questions, also let us know down below, and we will answer those as well. So Sara, your dogs do some amazing things. They've done some really cool tricks, like some of the things that I've seen your dogs do. I saw this recently. You posted a video on here of Hero walking down the stairs with his front 2 feet. I think that is insanely incredible, and that takes a lot of hard work. You probably didn't do that within 1 week, I'm guessing. So
We did that in 5 minutes.
you did that. Well, you did it in 5 minutes here, but the whole gambit of getting to bounce.
Oh, the whole behavior. Okay. The walking handstand took 3.5 years. And yeah, so now he can basically do it in any position, any way we ask. It's pretty crazy.
That's cool. Well, I asked Sara to join on here because we have a it looks like you just did an article for APDT. We'll have to talk about that.
Yes, thanks so much, Jasmine.
Yeah, well, I got you on here because trick training, some people get a little confused or lost of how long it could take to train your dog to do this behavior, or how hard it is. And some people said, I can barely get my dog to sit, let alone to shake hands. What are some tips for me? What are some top 3 tips from Sara and the Super Collies?
Lots of patience. It's all about finding the dog's motivator. So whether that's treats or toys. Here, I'll go. So like Marvel doesn't like treats all that much, so I have to use toys. So yeah, it's just all about finding what the dog likes and making it fun for the dog.
Yeah. So basically, just make sure that you have something that motivates the dog, and so that's probably number 1. You have to. So that kind of takes. You have to know your dog at that point. You have to make sure you have to actually spend time with them and they have to spend time with you and do things that you love doing. So just, going on regular walks and playing with toys and just really just taking the time to get to know your dog is extremely important, it sounds like.
Exactly.
So, and then once you find that motivator, what do you find? What's the? I know you've answered this to me before, but what are the best types of rewards that you found that works the easiest when shaping new behavior?
I mean, I like to start with just using the dog's kibble. So my dogs eat seaweed peaks, so I normally train them using their food. But some dogs, if their food is boring, then I would use chicken, cheese, just natural things. So don't just go to the dollar store and pick the cheapest treat. Try and use something that's tasty and smelly and healthy at the same time.
Awesome. Good. And so that Seaweed Peak does a pretty good job with that criteria, because it is tasty, smelly, and it's good for them. So it is food. And I do agree with that. And we've talked about that on the show before too, which is basically, if you can, try to use your dog's food, but if that's not motivating, maybe try to spice it up with some treats. And but Seaweed Peak, I found that dogs think they're treats, even though it is a dog food. So it works out really great. And I use it for treats a lot. So we have a question here from Avery. So Sarah, how do you choose the dogs that perform with you? So I'm guessing, Avery, you can clarify this. Is it like the process of figuring out which dogs will be best to be part of her life, or which dogs will perform certain behaviors? I'm guessing the first one.
Yeah, it's basically. Hero has an entire doggy dancing routine. So if I need a doggy dancing routine, I would use Hero. But in most cases, like Loki's 9 months and Marvel's going to be too soon. If I need a dog to do a walking handstand, well, neither of those two dogs, young dogs, have it yet, so I have to use Hero. So it all depends on the actual behaviors taught. And it also depends on the situation. So Marvel is highly reactive, so I can't use her at a pet expo or a dog event. I'd have to use my other two that are fine with dogs and know to ignore them. So it really just depends on the situation and the behaviors that they need to do.
Yeah. And what's really cool is that your dogs actually, they're all rescues. So, so you didn't go out, your dogs that you have currently, I know you've bought a dog in the past, but Hero, Loki, and Marvel all were rescue dogs. And
Hero is technically not a rescue dog, but yeah.
I know. I got in trouble with that with Yoshi. I said he was a rescue dog, and they're like, he wasn't a rescue. It's like, well,
no, Yoshi is a rescue. He bounced from family to family. You didn't get him straight from the breeder. He's a rescue.
Yeah.
I paid somebody for Hero at a farm.
Yeah.
And so that's not a rescue.
And so it does take some physical ability to do these tricks, and so it's good to keep your dog in shape and keep them healthy and fit. So that is also another factor when you're doing trick training. What we should be looking for is if your dog has a little tummy issue, and maybe sometimes harder to get them to bounce on their back legs or front legs and get that core going. So it does take that core strength. Like you said, it took you 3.5 years to get them to do a walking handstand, to get that strength and that muscle memory and all that stuff just all together to make it happen.
Yeah.
But so that was really good. And then guys, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below as we go on here. Any other tips that you might have for? Let me get you over here. There, he's bouncing right now. Awesome. Any other tips that you may have for people that are interested in starting trick training?
Start with the simple tricks and then work your way up. So just standing on your hinds can lead to dancing around you. So you just have to work your way up to tricks. Don't just say, I want to teach my dog a walking handstand, but your dog doesn't know how to leave something. Talking from experience. I mean, all my dogs know how to leave things. It's the first thing you teach. But so you have to start with the basics. Something fun like Kira Sundances. Books is something that you could totally do. Or online videos like Zach George's. I also teach an online class called Super Skills. And it's basically Loki's training from 6 weeks to 6 months. And I cover everything that you should be teaching at the beginning, from the basics to getting up to more advanced tricks.
Yeah. So if you guys are interested in the Super Skills program, I've actually gone in there and have played around and watched it, and it's incredible. And so let me go ahead and write that back on there as well. But you guys see, you can access that at thesupercollies.com. So feel free to do that. And one of the cool things I find when people are teaching trick training to their dog, I think it's very beneficial because it builds a relationship with your dog. You get to kind of really figure it out because they're really fun tricks. What's sad is, I know some of you guys have probably experienced this, is that when you teach your dog to sit, stand down, come when called, walk on leash, that can be very difficult to do and master. And when you get it right, sometimes when you show off to your friends and family, they're like, okay, what tricks do they know? It's like, well, I just showed you all their tricks. And knowing some shake and bang and roll over and sit pretty can actually be very beneficial to show off to your friends and family. But Sarah, just from your perspective, how has your relationship changed with each dog as you teach them tricks? How much has it grown over time?
I mean, like you said, it varies for each dog. So like, I would say that I'm more bonded with Hero than I am Marble or Loki. And I think that it doesn't really depend on the tricks, but it depends on just the time that you spend with them. So you could just be doing the same trick over and over again for weeks at a time, and you would see a difference with how the dog interacts with you. So yeah, the whole like trick training and building the bond. It doesn't matter if you're teaching a new trick or an old trick. It's just a matter of just spending time with your dog.
Yeah. And you've done more than just trick training. I mean, that's what your claim to fame at the moment. But I mean, like, if you go and watch her Instagram and her Facebook page and stuff, you see that she does a lot of cool things with her dog. She has a lot of fun. Her dogs are living the life and stuff like that. So, like, on that note, like Jasmine's asking here, any tips on teaching frisbee? Because I know some of your dogs know how to catch frisbees and stuff like that.
Tips. Don't just throw it. So just get your dog interested in the frisbee and tugging with it. I actually am in the process of making a Super Skills version 2, which covers agility, canine freestyle, and frisbee. So that one will be covering all of the steps needed to train a frisbee dog and to eventually get into frisbee freestyle, which is super fun.
Yeah. And when is that coming out soon? I know you've been talking about releasing that.
I'm hoping summer, so June or July release date.
So you're in filming process right now and getting all that together. So so Jasmine's real excited about that. So you're good. I'll go ahead and you feel free, you can chime in real quickly because we have the question here, and I have more questions for it right here in a second. And make sure, guys, just keep asking some questions right now. We'll answer them here as much as we can. But I see this question up here. Any tips on how to stop my dog from digging? I have a 4-month-old border collie, and I can't stop him from digging. So you have a border collie, the Super Collies.
It sounds like he's just bored. Dogs normally do neurotic behaviors like that when they're bored. So it also sounds like he's unattended when he's left in the backyard or front yard, which is also causing the digging because he's bored and nobody's around. So I would just put him on a leash, take him outside to potty, and then bring him back in the house. And when he does go outside, make it fun. So he potties, then you get.
We're back. Okay. We dropped out for just 1 second. Let's tell everybody if you don't see us. Anyway, but yeah, so I totally agree with you. I find a lot of digging behavior. So if it's digging like in your flower gardens, especially during the summertime or stuff like that, sometimes they're just trying to get cool. And so you can provide something on that nature to help them to cool down, like a little baby pool with some water. But if it's digging, especially like on the outskirts, on the edge, then you might want to make sure to have, like you said, like some things that they can redirect to, some things that are exciting, up their game, try to figure out some activities that you can do to relieve their boredom. So that's what I've found too. And you can actually even like start making like a digging pit. You can also use like a baby pool as a digging pit with some pea gravel and some toys in it, so they can dig in there for dogs that like to dig a lot. But so yeah, some good advice. On the next topic here, which is a good one, how much time do you spend training each day, on average? I guess 5
to 10 minutes actual training.
Yeah,
and then everything else
I know.
They're playing.
Kind of get a little feedback there. So, yeah. So some training. You spend about 5 or 10 minutes actually training, and then how much for playing?
Everything else is just play. So we go hiking, we play frisbee, we work on routines, which is not training to them. They're just having a blast.
And so, I bet it varies at some points, but it sounds almost like you're saying that that it's important to play more with your dogs and build that relationship and bond more than always having to force them to try to do certain tricks that you want. And so, just like with them. So have a life with them. So and enjoy it. So that's really good. And then I got a good question here. What qualities should a dog have to do flyball or agility?
That's a fantastic question. Normally you want an athletic dog. So you don't want the dog to be overweight or have any extra weight on them. So they need to be in shape and well, oh my gosh, that is so cute. You just need a dog that is in shape for it. So normally what I would do when I taught classes is I got people to go to the vet and just get the stamp of bill of health, just saying that the dog is healthy and doesn't have any issues that could potentially not work out for those sports. You also want a dog that is energetic and has some drive, whether it's for a toy or for treats. For agility, normally you want toy drive, and flyball, you definitely want toy drive. So if your dog doesn't like tennis balls and you wanted to do flyball, that's not really going to work out very well. So the dog needs to like toys for those sports.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like you said, that for tricks, it seems I do agree with that. It's a little easier to use treats in the beginning for some of the behaviors to lure them. And then so I agree with you too. That's why Yoshi was such a great candidate for me in my life, was my new border collie, because he was highly toy motivated more than food.
You'd have been my border collie.
I know. Sarah actually found him first and was like, do you want him? And I was like, yes. And I took the opportunity, and then she almost tried to take him back from me. And she probably still will. I have to watch out. So, but it's one of the things to do is make sure that you have the right motivators for whatever you're trying to ask them. And the key is having the right motivator. And one of the big questions I get too is, when do you stop using treats, or when do you stop using food? And sometimes that question is actually, when do I stop using rewards with my dog? And for me, at least, I would say, just like I expect a paycheck when I work, so does my dog. So you always will be rewarding your dog, but you need to sometimes build other types of rewards. Sometimes people do depend on food too much, and they don't have, like I know your dogs, they look like they have a really good balance between food and toys and all that stuff. So they like toys, just, and they also like food. So let me go ahead, and I think if you have any more questions, let us know here. But once again, guys, you can find out more from Sarah. Sarah has a very awesome community on Facebook. So facebook.com/thesupercollies. I'm pretty sure all of you guys have hopefully by now seen her awesome dancing video. You got to 20 million views on your dancing video. That's cool to happen before this live stream. So congratulations on that. So her most recent trick video got 20 million views. And then as well, you want to check out her Super Skills program. Let me type that in here real quickly. Super Skills program, and that is going to be on her website, thesupercollies.com. So if you want to check those out, that will be great as well. And I thank you for joining us today. Does anybody have any more questions? Let us know. But do you have any more tips for us for the day, or do you want to show us any tricks with your puppies or anything like that?
I can show you some tricks.
Yeah. If everybody give some thumbs up and some hearts right now if you want to see Sarah do some tricks. So
Loki, bring it.
Let you get set up there for a second. But and then thanks guys for watching here on the Doggie Dojo show. And you can also feel free to reach out to me and find out more about Doggie Dojo on my page as well. And so facebook.com/Doggie Dojo for more information. So I think we are ready. Look at that. We have Hero is on board here. So go ahead and Sarah, take it away and show some tricks.
Ready? Let's stick him up. Let's stick him up. Let's stick him up. Let's stick him up. I don't know what you're doing right now. Let's stick him up. Loki, go stick him up. Oh, you're gonna hug him? Okay. Looks like you're strangling him.
And the one on our left watching the screen is Hero, and the one on the right is Loki. Loki's on the ground right now. So, all right, and there's that awesome trick. This is the one that took 3.5 years, guys. It takes a while for your puppies to learn. That's awesome. And just give a little shout out to our friend Jamie Popper here. Those tables are awesome. The blue 9 climbs. Those are awesome as well. You guys can check that as well.
Are you shy? Are you shy?
Oh, I like how Loki was trying to do like a stick 'em up at this.
Go left. Go right.
They're both doing it at the same time. That's awesome.
Right.
There we go.
Go stick him up. Go stick him up. Loki's behind him. You can't see him. Hi, Loki.
Bree gave us a shout out. She said she loves your puppies.
Aw, thank you. All right, Hero down. Hero down. Stay. Let's see if we can get Loki to do some fun stuff. Loki, go. Stay. Stay. Hero, go lay down.
Bree, it's funny to see your little thumb here. I see a familiar face in your in your profile picture.
Oh yeah, there's a Hero in there.
It's Hero in there.
Oh gosh, yes, Hero's down the stairs.
Awesome.
Good boy. Yes, good job.
That's a pretty cool trick. How long did it take Yoshi to get that trick?
Yoshi?
Loki. I did it again. Whoops.
It took him, I don't know, like 3 or 4 sessions.
3 or 4 sessions, yeah.
That wasn't enough. Yeah. Go back. Go back. Lay down. Lay down. Stay. Here, hug.
Aww.
Go around. Hug.
That's so cute. And Hero, you told me before, how many tricks does Hero know about by now?
Hero knows over 400.
Over 400? Yeah.
Go lay down. Here. Go stand.
Kind of excited.
Sit. Sit. Can you tell me a secret? Tell me a secret. Tell me a secret. What's your secret? What's that? Hey, good boy. You're so good. You're so good. Here, go get up. Look. Get up. Look again. Orbit. Loki, orbit. Whoop. Go. Orbit. Loki, so excited. Orbit.
There he goes. There he goes. And what's really cool is that your contextual training is phenomenal too, and that basically what I mean by that is that they seem to perform their tricks very well in multiple different environments, which can be quite difficult at times, I find. So
yes, it is.
So sometimes you don't realize that it takes some time for them to understand or learn how to do it in one area, like your house, and then figuring out how to learn it in multiple different contexts. Like your dogs, they have to learn how to do it in front of just you, and then also learn how to do it in front of thousands of people. So, so that takes some time too. All right. Well, thank you so much. Everybody give her some thumbs up and some hearts, and let her know, and then go check out her stuff some more. We put some links in here in the comments. Thanks, Avery, for putting those. I appreciate that. If you guys have any more questions or comments, if you're watching this not live but on replay, you guys feel free to leave us some comments. We'll be here. Sarah's part of this community now too, and she's doing a great job. Oh my gosh, the tricks are just endless. They're awesome. They're wonderful. Your dogs are awesome, Sarah, and you've done such a great job. And as what I think is really great, which we like to see when they do all these awesome tricks, is they're not. It doesn't look like they're just doing it begrudgingly. They're doing it very exciting, Ellie, and that just comes with your. Yeah, they love their job, and I think that's extremely important. That anything you teach them, whether it be sit or come when called, or how to run orbit around you, that they gotta love it. They gotta love what they're doing. So it's really important. Taz, give me a little shout out. He's hoping to.
I'll see you on the 17th.
Yeah. Oh, he's coming out. He's gonna be able to make it. That's awesome.
I'm staying in a tree house in Wellington, so we're gonna meet up.
That's so good. That's so good. That'd be fun. That'd be really good. Glenda, she came to your workshop here in Texas.
Yes, I remember her. I loved your freestyle routine.
Oh, that's right. You did see that. You got that. We're going to start working on our next one here in January. So we'll be releasing it eventually. So that'd be fun to do. You inspired her to do lots of great things. So, well, Sarah, on that note, you're very inspiring, as we all know, and thanks for being so awesome and teaching wonderful tricks to your dogs, and inspiring us all to love our dogs more and have some more fun. So, did you have anything else that you wanted to say or share about or anything like that?
That's it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us on the show, and everyone. Once again, go give her some love. Go check out her social media channels, and if you want to know how, yes, just like that. if you want to know how Loki became so awesome, you won't find it, at any other place other than her Super Skills program. So go and check that out and have some fun. And thanks for coming on board again. And we'll see you guys very soon. And we'll feel free to let us know down below too if you'd like to see Sarah come back for some more fun. So anyway, thanks guys for watching, and we'll talk to you all very soon. Just like here. Have some great fun with your dogs, and we will see you all next time. Talk to you later. Bye.